pedal to the metal, and it's go, 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 go. Great start for Swiderek. I would say, though, a better one for Andika Rama Milana, who goes around the outside, heading down out of turn 1. They're going to run wheel to wheel, down through towards turn 2. They've got the Andretti hairpin coming up next. Oh, a switchback. Brilliant move there from Rama Milana, who now takes the lead. That's a fabulous start. Been trying every which way to try and break past him. Man from Taiwan. Trying to take down Newton, who is of course adept. Oh, goodness me. And that is a major spin. We speak about the treacherous nature of these corners. We speak about the corkscrew at the very get-go. Now coming through the winding corners wide. Oh, Swiderek! No! Oh, goodness me, and very nearly crashing into Roosli. Bernhard Roosli very nearly a victim in that one, and Lam has moved up into 3rd place. Roosli's not going to be happy with that, and once again Swiderek chasing down Chester Lam in a battle for 2nd, and might actually get Lam as well. Swiderek up into 2nd, so now has reclaimed the place that he lost before. Here comes again Oliver Wormston, who's not going to take full advantage of this, but off the track again. This time goes Wormston, and that allows Roosli to go back up into 4th. This could be a nice move here for Wormston as he goes around the outside of Bernhard Roosli in a battle for 7th place, but they're going to remain wheel to wheel. Coming over the crest, they're going to come downhill once again, and obviously not content with trying it, heading through the fast left-hander. Before heading down through towards turn 2, you never know. This time Swiderek might try it again, having a look up the inside once more, and indeed he will. Heading through towards Andretti, he runs well too deep, far too deep, and Rama Milana just simply has to be a little earlier on the brakes and consolidates that lead advantage that he has had right through the course of this phase. Jeff Newton further back as well after losing out to Nicolo over 7th. He's going to try it around the outside as well to claim that 7th place back in return, and has done, but can he hold on to it? Because around the outside comes Nicolo. Once again around the outside, Martin Swiderek the pole, looking to take the pole spot here in this race. Oh, he's collided. Oh, goodness me. That's a huge crash. Huge crash. Rama Milana and Swiderek coming together if he wants to take victory in this race. Andretti corner, the best opportunity on this track to enlist yourself at the very top as he takes his Ferrari 488 around the long way round, coming out of Andretti in turn 2. They're going to run wheel to wheel. This time no switchback on offer here for Rama Milana. It will be Swiderek who swiftly moves up to the lead of the race. It's been coming, but Rama Milana's coming back as well, coming in towards the next right-hander. The 2 Ferrari 488s poetically dancing like a ballet sequence in Swan Lake here at Laguna Seca. We have seen drama unfolding right in front of our very eyes. It's Martin Swiderek. It may have come a little bit later than he would have preferred, but finally he can allay the frustrations. It's a victory here in the Ferrari HP Esports Series. And it's pedal to the metal, and it's go, 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 go. Great start there for Jacques-Olivier. Leads the way further back. Gilles Ho looking to try and maybe find some momentum heading down through towards turn 2. They come out of turn 1. Just look at this, Stan Vlistra as well trying to find his way through. Up the inside, contact. Oh, Jacques-Olivier sent well and truly wide. Sven Gilles Ho there with Stan Vlistra, who made contact with our pole sitter before heading around turn 1 in towards turn 2. And there we can see as well Stan Vlistra as we take a look to the top. Still in control, has taken the fastest lap, and a big bit of contact between Maximan and Albrecht. Albrecht relegated down to 7th, Puntola's down to 9th as well, Laho up to 5th, and it looks like Maximan has given that position back. Very courteous racing there. Maurice Stryker, who's looking to score here, this time around, having a look up the inside. He's going to try and take the pair of them, but no contact again. Actually making contact there with Rosala in P10, and Claver looked to try and take the place back that he lost to Stryker, and they're going to run side by side coming through the first sector. Coming out of turn 3, Stryker holds on to 11th, but has a lot of work to do to try and improve from the back of the grid order, and Jacques-Olivier has managed to fight back up into 3rd. They're going to run side by side through the corkscrew, and I definitely wouldn't recommend that, but somehow Olivier hanging on. You might have to forfeit that place because Alex Laho is now on the tail. Here comes Andretta again. Also, in comes Lasse Albrecht out of absolutely nowhere. He moves into 4th place now, so there's a huge squabble over the last podium place, and I do have to wonder whether the stewards might frown a little bit on Jacques-Olivier's move at the corkscrew. And Andretti corner, and a great lunge, a retribution lunge there from Jacques Olivier, who now sits in second place, but he's punted in the back, and Gilles Ho is round. Gilles Ho is round in a huge smash, car on car, smacking into each other, coming in towards turn 3, but Vlistra leads, Olivier second, and Dretta in third.
He is, he's got 2 minutes to go, so he needs to really push up behind him and then try and make a move.
Well, Mounier might be making a move here. Galli's been caught unawares and is now chasing after him. Frenchman v Frenchman as they head in towards turn 3. Mounier in 10th, managing to stay ahead of Sejourne as well, but they're going to run wheel to wheel as well. Galli also under pressure. Mounier up to 9th over that final podium place. They're going to run wheel to wheel. Vlistra growing frustrated with the fact that Albrecht is losing time on the front two. Is going to try around the outside. They've been side by side pretty much throughout the entirety of the first sector. They bash wheels, they come together and onto the gravel. Goes Stan Vlistra, the race winner from race 1, has unfortunately come undone. And he's still pushing and prodding at Rizala, keen to get into that P8, and now he will run side by side. He has the inside line, surely that'll favour him and he'll get a nice run down the straight. They still remain together, and Rizala onto the gravel. It looks like Vlistra has managed to gamble, take P8, but there's banging further back. Striker coming into this, Puntola, no Punterino. Jacques Olivier goes back to back. He took pole position at the very start of the night. He ends the day with a victory. It's 2 wins back to back, race 2 and race 3.
6 lights then on the dash. Let's get ourselves going because it's race 1 of 3 here in round number 9 of your Ferrari HP Esports series, and it's a comfortable start by Lucas Vela, who is able to get that run that he wants. Not necessarily the best starts all throughout the field. They dive into the Andretti here for the first time, looking for those opportunities to say, you know what can I do? Sadaka hoping for a really good run then in the early goings too. 7th looking for a way through. He did run off slightly wide coming up the hill from turn 6 over to 7, and another wiggle going through at turn 10. Here comes the chance to the outside then by Sadaka on Angel Chan. The Mexican driver now is going to have to try and defend that inside line all the way, but he doesn't have the slipstream. Yeah, Max Bowman is starting to get himself in. There's a spin, and I think that's going to be Peckley who's gone around there. So disaster for Peckley out there in this race. Gabriel Peckley now drops down the order. It opens the door up for Fantozzi to try and get this pass on Ran Marino, and he's not going to get that sorted, but he will defend up the hill towards turn 6. So suddenly add a tiny drop of chaos, and watch the powder keg ignite wide through the corner. Here goes Max Bowman up the hill. He'll get that one sorted.
Piling on the pressure here, he wants P7.
Well, he's gone up and under at Rainy Curve, up and under at turn 10, round the outside of turn 11. They will drag race all the way to the Andretti hairpin, and he has got a fantastic run on Ran Marino here to get this sorted. Max Bowman now trying to scrap wing mirror to wing mirror as they dance on the brakes. Room given, no there isn't. Contact there for Bowman, and suddenly Fantozzi says, I want a piece of this action. Bowman in 9th place, trying to throw everything he can here to dive down the inside with every point mattering, and we might be 3 wide on the exit here, entering the final lap of this race, and backing out of it in the end is going to be Marino, because Fantozzi is there on the inside hoping to try and find that move up, and there's the contact. Round they're going to go 1 and 2, straight across goes Bowman, desperate to try and avoid everyone. He just scampers on by. That's going to bring Fantozzi through, and that's going to bring the likes then of Maurizio Lozano.
Good man, well done indeed. And I think, you know, with the way things have been going here, he may well... Oh, commentator's curse there. Let's see how many places he loses. Bit ambitious there maybe into turn 2, but he's going to have to do it all over again as he falls down to 8th place.
He's having to put his best blocking boots on here in race 2 and play defend over the anti-cut curve, and contact between the pair, and running into them is Angel Chan, who can't capitalise. Off the road they both go, and he's still going to get it. How has he come up with that?
And through goes Chan there. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic stuff from him. I didn't think he'd make it through there, to be honest. Yeah, he just spooked him there, didn't it? He almost left him at Brian Matter, almost left him a little bit too much room there. He was spooked. He thought he was going to go deep, but then he's cut back under him here as we come up to the corkscrew.
Oh, now look at this. Half a lap of pure intense battling. Is there going to be a final definition? There's contact between the two. Somehow they keep it pointed on the level. Brian Matter still holding his ground. You shall not pass him at this moment for 12th place.
Otherwise, you'll be in trouble, as we've seen plenty of drivers fall foul of this evening.
Look at this, down the inside. Oh, this is brilliant work. He had made that so well. What driving by Santino Franco Davico. Up now into 4th position. He was staring down the barrel of being 21 points behind. How does 11 points ahead in the Ferrari HP Esports Series sound, Mr. Hawkin? He takes victory in race 3.
And it's pedal to the metal, and it's go, 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 go. Great start for Marcin Swiderek on the outside, but you can just see on the inner that he's being challenged straight away by Andika Rama Milana. They're going to run wheel to wheel on the run down towards turn 1, and Milana's going to have the inside line, which is going to help him hold on to this lead of the race, and he takes the lead of the race as well. Twice a race winner. Last time out, he's put himself in a position to take a third, but there's still plenty of racing to be had. Andika Rama Milana right now, he is glued to the back of the fellow Ferrari 488. Black and blue come together up the hill as they now fly up now towards the chicane, coming out to turns 14 and 15. Outside line here from Swiderek, who's now going to challenge. Oh, Milana coming into contact with Swiderek. It was very brave, bold. It certainly wasn't brilliant on Swiderek's part.
He will create some distance between Milana and go off into the sunset even.
That's exactly what he's thinking, I think. His one-lap pace is absolutely tremendous. That's what garnered him pole position. And just notice he took that wider line coming out of turn 1, so he would get the leverage coming in towards turn 2. Very smart play! That's not smart, though. That is a spin for Marcin Swiderek. You can see as well Roy Newmar Ripperip in the distance, closing up to the back of the... Oh, he's done it again. He's lost it again. And that certainly goes to show whether it's the setup or something like that. He's forfeited P2, and now he's forfeited P3. He's out of the podium places. Roy Newmar Ripperip with a great chance of laying claim to an incredible podium this time. Now on the run down towards the hairpin as they head down now towards turn 8. Inside line here for Swiderek, which will give him the tiger line, but contact between them. Oh no! And that looks like Roy Newmar Ripperip has found his way into the gravel. A flash of the lights again, this time from Swiderek, and ended up in the pit lane. Once again, though, Jeff Newton looking up the inside as they head up now towards the next left-hander at turn 11 in the inside for the Ferrari 488. And whipping that tail out. He's looked uncomfortable right through since the start of the race. And Newton now, position behind Nicolo, forfeits his position to the back of the grid at that very chicane that we just crossed paths with just now, and has a look up the inside this time at turn 1 on Andika Rama Milana, and Swiderek ahead of the apex but extends off a little bit too wide. That'll allow Milana to take the outside line coming through turn 2. Contact between them once more, and Swiderek's car once more. We've seen this yet again. The car pitched sideways coming out of the first sector in our first race. Chester Lamb has moved up to 3rd ahead of Oliver Wormston as now we watch our first two in the timing screen now come together, coming in towards the chicane. A very big bold lunge here from Marcin Swiderek. That is fabulous from Swiderek, but is now under attack once more here from Andika Rama Milana. That was the move that Swiderek was waiting for. He knows he has the pace, he can utilize his straight line speed, and now having a look up the inside, but not quite enough leverage to move up alongside the fellow Ferrari 488, the 8-cylinder engine though, and jeopardy there for Josh Nicolo, who spins. He made his way onto the curbs on the outset of turn 15. It unsettled the car, and the grass just turned him around. To Andika Rama Milana, he's backing him up into the pack, leaving him as fodder for Chester Lamb in behind. The run down towards turn 1 is now apparent again. It is now Rama Milana who leads the way, and it looks like Swiderek has dropped to 4th.
Oh my goodness, what happened to Swiderek? Another drama for him. Mate, I didn't even see it. Did he spin out, George?
I'm not quite sure what happened, but we've lost him. He's dropping through the field, and that is surely championship over. Oh, and look at the damage on the car here from Andika Rama Milana. He took the first 2 race wins back at Laguna Seca. He made it 3 victories in race 1 here in round 2 at Nurburgring, and it's win number 4 here for Andika Rama Milana, and confirmed placement here in the Ferrari HP Esports Series Grand Final. and it's pedal to the metal, and it's go, 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 go. Great start there for Stan Vliestra, and also a great start for Jacques Olivier, who now moves along the outside now of Nicolas Lefrancois, who did not get a smooth, well, certainly a smooth start, and he's got Luca Andretta also moving up on his outside, heading through now in towards turn 1. Lefrancois forfeits second. It's Jacques Olivier who now looks to catch Stan Vliestra, our 2 championship protagonists. Obviously points on offer here for 5th, probably more advanced here than P6, and up the inside comes Puntola, heading through the arena section out of turn 2 and through towards turn 3. Puntola will once again have the tiger line, but the turn will then meet the right, and that is where Blázquez can flex his muscles in his very own Ferrari 488, and still persevering. Alongside they rise again, coming through towards that middle sector, still side by side they stay. Blázquez doing enough to defend, he's got his nose in front, but through this next left-hander it will favour Puntola, but it won't favour him around the hairpin as they still remain wheel to wheel on the run out now, but better on the throttle on that occasion was Eduardo Blázquez, but they're still manacled at the hip. Fabulous racing here between these two as they dance around the Nurburgring. Inside again for Blázquez. They meet now on the outside of the track, just forced off wide there is Puntola, and he's forfeited places to Sejourn in 6, and Galli also licking his lips in behind. The very start as well, Lucas Galli was in a fight of his own that was very similar, as we're now seeing Puntola now coming toe-to-toe with Sejourn over P6. Lucas Galli, wowee, and Galli also losing out. Damien Sejourn dropping down the field. Tommaso Gatti moves up to 9th. Barry Ant has gone off as well somewhere. Barry Ant now has come into the pits as well. That's the second car that has now made its way into the pit lane, and it looks like both he and Galli are going to be retirements out of this race. Here comes Lasse Ulbrecht around the outside of Eduardo Blázquez as they now come in towards turn 1. Blázquez doing enough to try and hold on, but a fantastic show from Lasse Ulbrecht to move up into 5th will lead to the fact that Olivier might yet lengthen that gap, and Nicolas Lefrancois finally alongside Luca Andretta as they now run wheel to wheel again this time. Lefrancois with the favourable inside coming out of the Michael Schumacher S, and now the run comes in towards turn 11. The final lap beckons with a battle over the final podium place. Lefrancois around the outside as they come in towards turn 12. Yet again, Andretta trying to force him back onto the grass. He goes. The two of them rubbing the paint off each other's 488. Now looking to put the burners on here in this opening stages of race 3. He's going to go wheel to wheel this time with Andretta as they climb up the hill, and Andretta's got his own fair share of damage on his car as well as they fly up now through towards the final chicane. Turns 14 and 15, wheel to wheel, they're going to go 2 into 1. Surely can't mix, and Andretta forced to take the grass. Now in close proximity, and I'd argue that Ulbrecht is looking all the more threatening as he looks to the outside coming in towards turn 1. We saw Barriant doing a similar thing to Andretta earlier, and just look at how pointed that 488 in red certainly is, and a fantastic move. Here comes Lasse Ulbrecht looking to hunt down after Luca Andretta as well. Ulbrecht getting it all wrong on the curves, and that is a huge impact into the barrier as well. He makes it 3 in a row at the Nurburgring and 4 in the entirety of the regional finals.
Green flag in the air. Lucas Verler gets a very nice launch off of the start. It goes from about 5 wide to 3 wide down into the opening corner here where it bottlenecks through the small kink over to the right. But crucially, Lucas Verler's got the start that he wants. Big lunge. Oh, contact there for Brandon Hawkin. Round's going to go. I believe that's Lozano who got the zone. Sorry, no, it's Franco Davico who made the contact there. So Santino Franco Davico.
But as we say, we are at the endurance version of the Vidal chicane, so it's extremely difficult. There's less of a breaking point here, but let's see if he goes for it anyway.
Well, here goes the move. Ran Marino down the inside is going to get the pass made here at the Vidal chicanery. 9 minutes on the clock then, and looking to fight back at the end corner. There's a car off there, and that's very dramatic for Angel Chan, who's in the gravel and now finds himself dropping down the order. Has he just had a moment out there with the curbs, or did Bowman get close to him? I'm not quite too sure, but dramatic nevertheless. Down towards the opening corner. What a dogfight between these. Ram Marino down the inside of Rojas, and now having to go all the way to the pit wall to try and cover it off. To the outside goes Davico. Oh, and there goes Fritz Conti. Too aggressive down on the brakes, and so too deep goes Juan Rodrigo Rojas, and sometimes it pays to be the earliest on the brakes. Here goes Santino Franco Davico looking to the outside of the Vidal chicanery, and he gets the advantage because over the anti-cut curves and round is going to go Lozano, and Mauricio Lozano now is going to drop dramatically down through the field as he gets it turning around. I love it as well. This is wonderful between them at the moment, and Lucas Murno, who has been bottled up and bottled up and bottled up, is now looking everywhere for this pass. I tell you what, Emmanuel Lopez has thrown the kitchen sink to this defence, but the long way around, now heading to Bilstein. Oh, this is wonderfully sorted there in terms of the pass. Easy as you like at this moment in time. There's not much that anyone's been able to do to get around him, and now here's the chance for Ackerman, who will use that launch through the Advan Arch over towards the Vidal chicanery. Long look around the outside, contact between the two, and Bryant Matter is speared off into the fence. Alexandre Fritz Conti, is there looking to get past Angel Chan, who's up into 7th position. He's done well, and there goes Skittles as they go through. Marino taking contact there. I think Rojas was caught in it, and that might have been Fantozzi.
Has been from Ackerman, and he has pulled it off. But speaking of ambitious moves here, let's have a look as they run up towards the Vidal chicane here. He's actually taking the inside line, which will then become the outside line. So he's going to try and break a little bit later here and get the overlap. There's contact. He's made it through that. Oh, but the car behind did not. So they both come through, and he's got the job done. Brilliant to watch. And I think it's been such a Oh, there's just a move around there. He's going to try and go around the outside here, which is going to give him the inside to the next corner. Is he going to give him some space on the outside? Yeah, he can run really, really wide on that corner, actually, so he's going to get away with it. But yeah, fantastic racing, as I say, Jack, up and down the field.
And take a freebie, Alexandre Fritz Conti. He will sneak down the inside of Brian Shabelski. Chips are down. You need your best. And absolutely, this man has delivered. Lucas Vela will now take the final corner, and welcome to Abu Dhabi. He will go the final entrant in the grand final.